Let's make 5 simple but cute designs using air dry clay. Now starting a clay modeling hobby can be very confusing, and super clay is the first clay you should buy. Why? Because one packet of this with 12 colors costs only 60 rupees. It's extremely easy to work with, it's very soft and very colorful. For the first design, let us make a mushroom. For this, we will take some red clay, form it into a ball and then flatten it using our fingers. This will be the cap of your mushroom. For the stem of the mushroom, you can either use white clay or light pink clay. For this, you take a smaller amount of clay, roll it into a ball, flatten it into a rectangle. Attach the stem to the cap of the mushroom. Now here comes the fun part. Take any random size of white clay and form it into a small dot and put it on the mushroom. Put as many dots as you want of any size. Trust me, it always comes out to be pretty. And with that, our first toy is done. Let's put it aside. For our second toy, let us make a bright and colorful yellow flower. Now to get petals of the same size, I roll out a cylinder and I cut equal pieces of clay against a ruler, calibrated cutting mat as I have here. Now to shape a petal, you have to just pinch one side of the circle. In the same manner, arrange all the petals in such a way that there is a gap left in the middle. For the middle part of the flower, whatever it is called, we will take a small ball of white clay and place it in the center. Press it slightly with your finger. Doesn't it look cute? Now to give your flower some texture, this is the knife tool that I got with the clay. So no extra expenses there. I'm making small cuts in each petal to give it some texture. Now with this balling tool, I'm giving some texture in the middle of the flower. Our second toy is also ready. Let's make a turtle. For the body of the turtle, you need one side flat and one side curved. So if you follow the sculpting method I am using in the video, where I am pressing the edges of the circle slightly, then you will end up with one side flat and one side curved. Now we take a ball and attach it to the body as the head. Now we can use this round tool to make holes for the eyes. To make the hand of the turtle, I usually go with a teardrop shape and slightly curve it in the middle. Since this clay is new, I just took it out of the packet. It is extremely soft and extremely sticky. That is why I am not using Fevicol to stick the hand to the body. Suppose you form the shape and the body of the turtle and you leave it in the air for 30 minutes. Then you will need white glue or Fevicol to attach these hands to the body. For the legs of the turtle, I go with smaller teardrop shapes. This time I won't curve it and then attach it to the body. Let us also give a small tail to our turtle. Now I am adding a detail to the turtle. You can skip this part if you want. I am rolling out a piece of clay really thin, attaching it to the sides of the body of the turtle. For this part I would recommend you to roll out the thin piece of clay and then leave it for 10 minutes to dry. Because मेरा बहुत बुरा हाल हुआ. Because this thin strip of clay just kept sticking everywhere. इससे डिज़ाइन थोड़ा messy हो गया पर चलता है. So now with the knife tool again I'll give some texture on the back of the turtle. थोड़ा सा देखने में अच्छा लगेगा and ये texture आपके ऊपर है. You can do it however you want. Lastly, we'll give our turtle some tiny beady eyes. For this I will cut two extremely small tiny pieces of clay and shape it into a ball. Again for this part you can use Fevicol if you want. Right now for me the clay is very sticky, so it will immediately stick on the head. With this our design number 3 is also ready. Yay! Now this clay mixes very easily with each other. Basically you blend and mix until you have the color you want. For design number 4, let's make an avocado. So for the body I will shape this into a golu molu cone. Since I mixed a lot of clay, I will be making 2 avocado. And of course both will look very different. Anytime you make something by hand, it comes out to be a unique piece. Trust me. Now I was very lazy to mix the yellow green avocado color you have in the middle. So let's go ahead with the bright green. Lastly, we'll use some brown clay to form a small ball which you can press into the avocado to make the bit of the avocado. With this, our fourth design is also ready. Now do you see how easy it is to work with super clay? You should go get it now. Now for the last design, let us make something really pretty. A butterfly. So I'll roll a cylinder for the body of the butterfly. Slightly flatten it. Attach a small ball as the head of the butterfly. For the wing, let's cut 2 equal pieces of clay. Now to shape the wing of a butterfly, I like to flatten the clay in the shape of a rectangle and then pinch it on one side. For the lower wings, repeat the same process, but make sure you take a smaller ball of clay. Roll a very thin piece of clay, cut it into 2 equal parts, and this will form the antenna of the butterfly. Now let's add some very easy details to make this butterfly more colorful. So basically with the yellow clay, I am going to make the same shape as the wings of the butterfly but smaller. Now each of the smaller part you can add on top of the wings. I really hope this small tutorial helped you in some way and gave you an introduction to the world of clay modeling. For more tips and more tutorials, please subscribe to my channel, The Cuteness Factor. I am Shefali, a clay artist from India. I always welcome feedback and suggestions. I have been mostly making shorts videos, but for more such tutorials, please let me know in the comments. Ending this video with all the toys we have made together. Thank you so much for giving me your time and joining me in this beautiful and colorful clay journey. I will share the Amazon link of this super clay where you can buy it in the cheapest rate. Happy sculpting!